Okay, we are recording. So I did a video that kind of walked through the development schedule of this new product we have coming out. And some people wanted to kind of, they're not visualizing what it's doing. So I'm going to redo this video. We do have another product. I haven't named it yet. For right now, I'm calling it CEAI, right? Content Engagement AI. We'll come up with some cool name before it's released. We got a little bit of time before release date. What I'm doing now, and the whole purpose of this video, is we have to pay the development team to get this thing built in time. And so I'm raising extra funds to help cover that cost. Okay. Very limited amount of reseller opportunities. I'm going to do a few unlimited reseller partnerships, which means you can get accounts that you can resell and keep all of the money. And there's no limit to how many of those you can sell. And I'm doing it for a lifetime deal. So one payment, unlimited accounts, very limited. All right. As of the time I'm doing this video, there are only 4 left. Okay. When they're gone, they're gone. I'll reopen the reseller partnerships closer to launch time, maybe 2 weeks to 4 weeks before the launch happens. And you'll be able to buy partnerships of, 100 accounts, 500 accounts, 1,000 accounts, whatever you want, on a monthly or annual payment. So this is the only time you'll get unlimited. This is the only time you'll get a one-time payment. I'm also doing end user accounts. So if this is something you go, I don't want to resell it, but this would be really cool to have, you'll have a one-time payment, highest plan level, right now at probably a third or a fourth of the price that it will be at launch. I'll probably still offer a lifetime deal at launch, but it'll be 3 to 4 times the cost of what it is right now. So anyway, let's do this. Let's go take a look at Facebook. And I think the first, oops, there we go. I'm showing the wrong thing. Okay. So, and let me get rid of this so that it's not in the way of what we're looking at. All right. So I went through in the other video, and if you want to look at it, I went really in depth on this development document. But what I want to do now is show you like kind of what it does. Like what we'll talk about here is we'll show, like you can post this on a feed in a group, on a profile, or on individual posts, possibly a page. In this example, I'm going to show you, we'll use a group. Now, understand the group that I'm going to show you, I would never run this software on. This is a group that's an actual mastermind, and this is one I would come in and be really personally engaged with. I would not run AI software on this group, but I'm going to use it as an example because there's some good examples in here. You would run this software on groups that, you want to spend a little bit of time in the day and go in and communicate with people and network with people, but you want this running in the background, going out into other groups to get your engagement up. You could be in 100 groups now instead of 5, actively every day, and not have to worry about it. So, but I'll use this one as an example, even though it's not one I'd really run the software on. We want to go to the discussion page. And so what the AI is going to do, right? It's going to come in, you're going to connect it to a ChatGPT API. It's going to look at some different things. It's going to look at the text content of the post, the comments on the post, the people who post, and the reactions on the post, right? So this one here has 6 comments. Let's open this up. All right, here's the post. It has 4 reactions. They're just likes, no other reactions, just the one. And it has some posts here. Okay. This is somebody asking a question about a bare bones landing page or an informative landing page. And I think they've got some information and they want to know it. So if you ran this software on this group, it would start going down the posts. It would pick this post. Okay. It's going to read the post. It's going to understand the post. It's going to see that there are 4 reactions. It's going to see what comments there are. It's going to see who posted those comments. And it's going to read and absorb the content and information in those posts. All right. That's what it's going to do. Now you're going to have put in a prompt, okay, for, like who you are and the kind of posting that you want to do and things like that. So there'll be a prompt that goes in, and then the rest of this, the software looks at. And you can have images and dynamic images and things like that. So it's going to go in, and then it's going to make a post from your account with your name on it. Not a post, sorry, a comment. And it's going to make an intelligent reply to this. based on the reactions and what everyone else has said, and it'll post a reply. Now we have a deep engagement mode. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but for the basic mode, that's what it'll do, and it'll go ahead and make that comment, and leave a reaction if you want it to, and it'll go down and it'll look at this next post. Okay, this post here looks like kind of just a meme, but it would look at that. It's got lots of engagement. It's got lots of comments. It would go read them all. It would see the reactions. It'll read this, and it'll make a comment, and it'll go on down just like that. All right. Now, you do have some settings you can do. Okay. So you could say if there's no textual content, don't engage. So this one does have some textual content, but only a little bit. If it had none, if it was just a picture or a picture and a tag name, and you said no textual content, don't post, then it won't post. If it has no comments on it, and I would probably not comment if there wasn't one, but we'll see. If it has no reactions, you can say don't post. And then there are other things like you say don't post from a group, don't post from a page, because there's a random mode. You can specifically say go work on this group, but you could also say, go out there and just start getting engagement from my wall, from other people's pages, my friends' pages, things like that. You could tell it not to do that. You can say if it's a sponsored post, an ad. If it's a sponsored post, don't do it. You can blacklist people. So in here, we went back, and let's say this was the post we were working on, and I'm not sure who Rob Weiser is. He's not a friend of mine. He's probably a very nice guy, but let's say he was someone I've engaged with and I didn't care for him and I didn't want to comment on his post. Or, I'm sorry, the post person would be Luke Finnerty. Okay. Again, same situation, right? I could say don't post on. I could add him to a blacklist. Maybe I don't want to engage with him at all. Maybe I don't want to engage with AI. Maybe he's the kind of guy I want to make sure if I engage with him, it's personally. Okay. So that's a setting that you could put in there. And you could also say, don't comment on my own posts. Probably a good idea, right? Not to comment on your own posts. You can put an option, don't engage on the same post more than once. So let's say you come back in this group and you want to run this software again a week from now or 2 weeks from now in this group, it can go down. And if you've already commented, whether the software left it or you left it personally, you can say, don't make another engagement on that. You can blacklist people. We already talked about that a little bit. Default reaction. If there's no reaction, you can select a default reaction. I'd probably use a like symbol to leave a default reaction. Random mode. There's a random mode for the default reaction, and instead of picking it, you can say pick whatever one you want. You can have a option to leave a reaction only. Maybe you just want to go through this group and leave likes and loves, and whatever the average number is. You want to go down and do that. You don't want to do any commenting at all. And there may be times that's the best thing to do. You can select reactions, don't engage on. So if the average reaction on a post is anger or a care, it might be something that you really don't want the AI commenting on. So you can tell it not to do that. And you can set settings, right? How long to wait between each engagement. So you could come in here and leave an engagement on this post. You could say, wait 3 minutes. And then comment on the next post. Wait 3 minutes and then comment on the next post. Things like that. So it looks like, more of a natural reaction that you're creating. And how long to run for, how many posts or how much time, things like that you want to do. Then a little bit of stuff I'm going to talk about. So hopefully by going in here and seeing that helps a little bit. You can blacklist people. We've talked about that. You can whitelist people. This is really cool, right? So users might want to be able to whitelist people and have the option to only engage on posts from the whitelisted people. So you could come up with a list, say this week there are 20 people you really want to focus on engaging with. You could turn this on for those people and it'll go out there and find those people. It'll go, find their, go find their posts, go out and look at their wall. It'll go find their posts and it'll start engaging with them. And you can really focus on a group of people at a time if you want. That's going to be in plan level 4. Of course, anybody hopping in now as an end user, you get all the plan levels. And if you're a reseller, you'll be able to sell all the plan levels. We'll have a nice dashboard, okay, where you can see all that you've done and the reactions and the comments and things like that. You will on plan level 3 be able to add dynamic images. So you could come back in here. Whoops. Yeah, you could come in here. Maybe it's commenting on this post and maybe it's appropriate to leave an image. or with whatever you're doing, you might want to leave an image so you can have images loaded up in arrays. And just like we do with Genius Birthday Posts, you use Nifty Images, which is free. And you can have images and even dynamic images. All right, I want to talk about deep engagement. I'll show you an example of this. All right. This is probably my favorite feature. This and Engagement Buddies, which are, of course, only available in 4 for Engage and Buddies for 5. This will go to the person's profile after reacting and comment on their post, and then we'll go to their profile, I already said that, and start leaving reactions only, not comments, but just reactions, and could also send a message. So let's say you're in this group. Let's say this is the post here. Let's look at this post called comments up. There we go. And so what will happen if you're on Deep Engage? It'll leave a reaction, in this case, a like. It'll leave a comment. All right. It'll take all that information. It'll leave a comment. Then it's going to go out to Luke's profile. All right. Let's do this. It's going to go out to his profile. It's going to go down. It'll actually go to his profile. Right. It'll go down, and there won't be anything really to do here. It'll leave a, well, it won't even leave a like on that because that's that. So this is not a profile that he has it locked to non-friends and you can't see anything. Well, it's not locked, but you can't see content or posts. So it wouldn't do anything. It would just go back. But let's say this person had a profile. Okay, let's say I was the one that made the post, right? It'll go out to the profile of the person who made the post. So go down here. It'll leave a reaction here. So this is 1 wow and 4 likes. It would leave a like. And it would wait a little bit of time. It would go here. And of course, if you said don't do any reactions to, whatever, it won't. But here, it would leave a like. Here, it would leave a like. Okay, exactly. It'll just go down there. And, yep, that one has more loves. But it'll just go down there. That's deep for however many you want. And then it'll go back into the group. It'll go to the next post. And that's how deep engagement works. And if you set it to enable messaging, then it can also go out and leave the reactions on the profile, but then it can also send a message to the person. And maybe it's something like, hey, I know you, I see you in the groups, or you can name a group if you're only working in a particular group. You could set your message for that group. Would love to connect with you, or, hey, I just, left a comment on your post. I really like, your information that you have, would love to connect. Now it's not just a blind message, right? It's letting them know you're engaging with them. Okay. So that's pretty cool. And then Engagement Buddies, right? I love this. You can set public or private. So even if Engagement Buddies is an option, you can say, no, I'm not participating, but you could still do it. You just can't, people just can't find you. So if set to public, anybody who's user of the software, you'll be able to see all the other users who are public. And it's kind of like raising your hand, hey, I'm looking for Engagement Buddies, hit me up. If it's private, you can always manually add someone as an engagement buddy. They just have to also be on using the software on plan level 5, right? And then whether they're public and you've kind of just finding people randomly, or not randomly, but finding people, or it's manually because you just want them, you'll be able to see a list of all those people. You'll be able to remove them, accept new requests, things like that. And so how does this work, right? Users will be able to see a list of posts and the comment that they've automatically left as an engagement buddy. So your profile is going to be leaving comments on people because the other engagement buddies have asked you to. So the software will do that. And you'll be able to see what that was in case you want to go change any of it or delete it. You'll also be able to select your own posts and to auto engage on it. Which ones you want the auto engagement on. Okay. So like if you make a post, let's say let's show this example again, right? So, well, maybe that's one. That's probably not one. This might be one. I don't know, that I want people to engage on. So I will be able to mark it and say, yes, I want engagement buddies to engage on this post, and select that post and say engage on it. And I can provide a list of comments and reactions that I'd like left there, right? So I'm creating this list of comments and reactions and controlling that. And then and how much time I want between the engagements. So I might go out to this post that we were just showing. Oops, that's not the right one. Oops, where's my post? Oh, that is mine. Geez. That's funny. I can close that one. I might say, I want to post that says, man, this sounds fantastic. Hope you had a great weekend. Looking forward to seeing, and I can mention one of the things I've mentioned in here, Posting AI, right? Another great AI-based software we offer. And have reseller specials on, by the way. Plug. Anyway, so you would be able to write the comments that you want. And then what will happen is the software will then leave those reactions and comments. They would choose one and pick one of your engagement buddies and leave that reaction, one of those reactions and one of those comments from one of those buddies on the post, and you'll get your own engagement. And those posts will be left. Maybe you want to do those once every 10 minutes. I don't know. But you can choose that. So that's what the engagement buddies is. So hopefully that's a little clearer how this works, okay? On plan level 1, you'll get one system prompt or a prompt per reaction type and only 10 engagements each day. Plan level 2, same thing, but 30 engagements a day. Plan level 3, unlimited prompts, unlimited engagements, dynamic images, and then you'll have the options to leave some of these, no textual comment, don't reply, no comments, don't reply, that kind of thing. On plan level 4, you'll be able to come up with that whitelisting option that I talked about and the deep engage that we showed you. And then 5, you'll get engagement buddies. That's where you'll be able to go to a specific group and say, run this just on this person's group. You'll also be able to go to a particular person's feed and say, run this on their feed. And those 3 are going to be for plan level 5. So let's come back here. Okay. So hopefully that's a little bit, by showing some of the examples, that's a little bit clearer, than just walking through the words. Okay. So if you're looking for the unlimited reseller option, the software, by the way, is coming out in February. Minimum viable product, we'll get something out in February. That's the goal. We usually get our MVP launches pretty close. So should be out in February. Could be a little earlier, could be a little later, but most likely February. And then we hope to have it fully featured by the end of June. Okay. And again, might be earlier than that, might be July. Could be August. I don't think so, but we're aiming for June. That's our goal. So if you want to jump in on an unlimited reseller, I have 4 left right now at the time I'm recording this. By the time you see it, if they're gone, they're gone. I apologize, but you can let me know to put on a wait list for when we do, we open the regular, not the founders partnership, but we open the regular partnership, which will happen probably 3 weeks before launch, 3 or 4 weeks before launch. If you want an unlimited end user account and an unlimited plan level 5, top plan, lifetime end user account, hit me up. We'll get you one of those, and the day it goes live, you'll have it. That's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to end the recording. Thanks. Take care.